Welcome to the ITM Podcast.
This is episode 366 of the ITM Podcast, the official Boston Red Sox podcast of Fuck You. And the Boston Red Sox suck. Scott?
Bingo. That's it. All right.
Bang! All right. Gotcha. This team sucks. We were kidding when we said that they were turning it around and that they had a chance to sweep. We were fucking with you guys, and you fell for it. I saw you guys online being like, ITM says they're going to sweep. ITM picked the sweep. ITM. Got you. We never believed that shit.
Yeah, we just say some things for a reaction. Nothing we say we believe, unless it happens, in which case, boom.
Yeah. Boom. And we got you guys. We got you guys so bad. So bad. What an embarrassing display of, I guess you can call it, baseball from the Boston Red Sox this week at Fenway Park. Here's the most optimism. I'm going to throw out all of my notes from game one, all of my notes from game two. There's one thing that I want to mention from both of those two games together. One note that I want to keep. In game one, late in game one, I wrote, something interesting just happened to me. The Sox are down 2 in the 9th, and I have legitimate hope that they will come back. It is no longer a mathematical impossibility for the Sox to come back and win. That's something. That's special.
Yeah.
That's special.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, a month ago, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, dude, forget about it. They're down 2 in the 9th. Shut the television off. It's over. But I had a legitimate hope. I had a real feeling like, oh, maybe they could still. Who's due up? Sure. Yeah, no. Turn it up. Put the phone down. Sox are on. And you know, it went how it went. But still. So that's your daily dose of positivity from the Inside the Monster podcast. So now we can get into everything else.
Dude, can we get into the bad stuff?
What do you got?
I think we're thinking the same thing. There's a pretty obvious. The main thing that happened this series that everyone's talking about on social media.
Samaniego.
Can't DFA that guy.
No.
That's not where I was going. No. I was talking about the biggest thing that happened this series, and it's getting a lot of traction. The goatee just doesn't work for Pete Alonso, and it was really bothering me all series. That was going to be my closing thought, but I just couldn't wait. Because it's driving me up a wall. I've seen him with a full beard. It doesn't look bad. I've seen him clean shave. It doesn't look bad. This was a disaster, and I hope he fixes it immediately.
Can I give you my impression of me the first time I saw his goatee?
Yeah, go for it.
What the hell? What is it?
Yeah, check out the YouTube for that physical reaction too, because it was mostly anime. You should have seen how animated he was.
Oh my god, it was off the walls up here. No, you're totally right. I think any blonde guy really shouldn't have facial hair.
I think that's a broad take, but you're not.
Picture like a good-looking blonde beard, unless you have like a big, full, like old man biker bar beard. Blonde beards, they rarely look good. It kind of just looks like your face is dirty.
And I know you know this guy. What do you think of Kevin Magnuson?
Oh, Kevin Magnuson?
Yeah.
If I was to give an opinion on Kevin Magnuson,
what would you say?
I'd say you can't have that beard.
No?
No. I don't like it. Yeah, blonde beards, they just don't work, man. They don't do it for me. I think at At worst, they make you look dirty and homeless. At best, they make you look really racist. like that guy, like cooking meth racist. Like that's that's what I see. I see this man, Kevin Magnuson. I would imagine is a rich man, and I look at him like that guy makes meth in his bathtub and has said some choice words in his day.
Yep, he definitely is a rich man. F1 driver. He's doing okay.
Yeah. He's doing okay for himself. Well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, he's a little bit of a point. Anyway,
can I talk about something? This is just like a trend that I've noticed.
Yeah.
Maybe didn't get as much traction on social media, but I wanted to talk about it. It's just something
I'm curious I'm sure you're going to hit me with something I've never seen or heard.
Dude, I've crunched the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Brayan Bello is not very good when he starts games, man. His numbers are bad. I don't know. Do you know
so
this?
That's it then? So it's just he's bad then? And there's
no. So the thing is, in these bulk relief roles, which they've been giving him, which is what they're calling it now.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen this. You heard about this? You seen this? Bulk relief now is something that they're doing. They're giving these guys bulk rolls out of the bullpen. He's great. 0.71 ERA. I know that off the top of my head because I've heard it 85 times today. But he fucking politely sucks doing anything else, which is starting. He sucks at starting. Wow. Fuck! That's so frustrating to watch him play Major League Baseball. I gotta get. I don't want to go through like, oh man, he was doing this when he should have done that. He didn't have a lot of control over this. I want to start with like Brayan Bello on a larger scale, man. One thing I've learned from the whatever you want to call this, I don't want to say career in media. Yeah, it's a career since I started working in this space. There's something that I really think that our listeners would benefit from doing, and that is listening to how reporters talk about players. Like, not just what they're reporting, but notice the things that they say about certain guys, notice the things they don't say about other guys. Like, especially the people who are close to the team. Will Fleming, OB, Merloni, I guess Jemai doesn't really editorialize all too much, but the guys in the broadcast and the guys on the beat, the guys who are always around the team. Have you heard any of them say, like he's fighting through it, but they got faith in the kid. He's trying his best out there, and we have faith he'll turn it around. He cares a lot. And, I have no doubt that he's going to do everything in his power to right this wrong. You don't hear that. What you hear consistently is Brayan Bello could really benefit from some time away because holy shit, and how is he still acting like this? Because again today, while this is happening, he's shaking off pitches from Narvaez and deciding he wants to throw 3 sweepers in a row out of nowhere, which really worked out great for him. He's waving Narvaez back to the plate when Narvaez wants a mound visit. It's still this, I don't want to say cocky, but it's like I don't know what makes Brayan Bello think that he can act the way he does when he sucks as hard as he does. But someone needs to tell him, hey, the good players get to act like pricks. You're not one of them.
It's interesting that you came into the show and that was like your opening. Like that's what you were thinking of as the game was going on, because I had a very different the entire time. I was just so incredibly pissed because I spent the last time we talked about Brayan Bello just saying, hey, it's weird, but we have the easiest solution in front of us in the world. I spent my entire time just going, Chad Tracy is too stupid to be making these decisions. And Gordo put up a tweet, the last 6 starts, the opposing team, or the last 6 times Bello's pitched, we can't even say starts, the last 6 times Bello has been out there, we've allowed runs the Red Sox have allowed runs in the first inning. And, the thing about the closer, it's weird. Like, you put, like, Moran as a starter, he can't do it. He's also really, really good. If you take out his opener stats, he's got like a 1-something. And it's another one of those. And you put Samaniego went most of the season without allowing a run. He sucked when you put him in there. So I understand that's annoying, but you know how to fix Bello. You know how to get 7 perfect innings behind the opener. I would take that over ruining Bello and just blowing it up. Just keep trying new people out. He's got to be a bulk reliever now. Like, you know that. Let's not wait till he has 2 good bulk relief starts and then say, oh, he's now a better pitcher. Let's put him back in there. It's not working. So as frustrating as it is and as weird as it is, the Red Sox need to go against one of the biggest splits I've ever seen from a pitcher is mind-blowing. Like, the fact that they trotted him out there and pitched the first inning today was just malpractice. They deserve to lose.
I mean, what's going to happen at some point, though, is the thing. Like at one point they're going to say, "Oh, I think he's fixed. Time to put him back in." Because that's the argument basically comes down to,
yeah, but why?
Because I don't know. Because he's a starter, and that's the baseball way, and I think it is just like the way things are, for lack of a better answer.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't. And you're also change putting anything.
And the thing is, too, it's like you're. Maybe this is old-fashioned of me.
I was going to say,
you're
going to give me
paying him starter money. Be a starter.
Okay, don't care. He's pitching 7 innings, starter. But he can't. But that's stupid because you can't just say be a starter because he can't just be a starter.
I think you can say get over it. Get over it. Get past it. Figure it out.
You can say get over it. He has a 10.35 in every game you've said get over it. So if you want a 10.35 ERA, you can say get over it.
I think the Red Sox argument would be we thought he was over it because we touted him out there and he was amazing out of the pen. So he has to be over it by now, right? Like his confidence is high. He's going to come into the first inning. It's at home. In fairness, it's a day game against a team that has got to him before kind of a lot. So maybe not the best time. One start from now, I don't know. I don't think this was the moment. Was this the moment that they were like, okay, now we need Brayan Bello to just be a regular starter. We can't keep doing this to our bullpen. Because I understand the argument that at some point they had to do that.
But it's not doing anything to the bullpen.
Apparently it is. If Samaniego and Moran are both also hitting this mental hurdle of not being able to get through the first.
I mean, yeah, doing something. But I mean, it's 1 inning in terms of usage. It doesn't impact anything. Yeah, I guess if they also have no mental fortitude too, that's fun. This has gotten so bad, but there are actual humans campaigning to have Aroldis Chapman Bello starts. That's how bad
human beings are thinking this.
Yeah, that's how much. Or AI agents with Twitter accounts. Who knows these days? But that's how bad this has gotten, where it's we have to solve this problem of the first inning of Bello games. It's an impossible thing to solve for. 6 straight games. I mean, that's a 6-week problem, essentially. 5-week, whatever. That's a crazy long amount of time to not be able to solve this problem. And honestly, if we want to do it, let's talk about it real quick. If Crochet is genuinely going to be out for some time, which it doesn't seem like he's exactly going to be back tomorrow, why not trade for Brendan Bernardino again? He's got a 3.70 ERA, but he has a better expected average. He'll be expected ERA. He's still been good, and he's a lefty, so there's automatic value there. He could be better than Kalum in relief, and then once every 5 days he opens, which we know he can do because he does it, and he's been great at it. But my larger point was we did this with Nick Pivetta. We had the same problem with Nick Pivetta, except they didn't wait. They didn't go, 2 good games, let's throw him back. They made him be a reliever for 6 weeks or something, and then they threw him back. And if after 6 weeks you want to screw around and lose another game, fine. But yeah, right now if Crochet is going to be out for a while, you don't trust Jake Bennett. Get Brennan Bernardino back from the Rockies. The Rockies aren't doing anything. I couldn't tell you even to within 10 games what their record is, but I know they're not competing. So you might as well. And I think who did we even get him for? Wasn't it like Taylor Ward or something? No, he was a Ray. Who did we get for Brennan Bernardino?
For Brennan Bernardino?
Braden Ward. That's right. The
Braden
speed
Ward.
demon.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the wrong Ward. That's my fault. Yeah, so we can trade for him back. It's not going to be the craziest package.
But I mean,
you shouldn't have to. If that's going to be your argument, you absolutely shouldn't have to.
That's the thing is the Red Sox feel that they are making concessions for Bello, that they're bending over backwards to make this work. Yes. That's how the Red Sox view this. Whether or not
they are.
Okay, I'm glad you're on. Okay, I think they are too. They're bending over backwards to make this work. They are moving the bullpen around. They're calling up this guy. They're putting this guy in that place. They're fucking up that guy's ERA. And then just losing games. Don't even mention that part. They're also losing games on days when Bello pitches. That's what he does.
Guaranteed loss. Yeah.
Yes. And do they go and make a move for with not specifically to help Bello, but with that being a major key part of what they're doing, they wouldn't go and acquire Brennan Bernardino unless they're thinking about him being an opener. And it's insane to me to think that they would go out of their way to do anything to further accommodate Brayan Bello. They're bending over backwards for him.
I don't think of it as accommodating Brayan Bello as much as I think of it as a solution to not losing every fifth day. To me, it's the slot that you're trying to solve for, is the fifth spot in the rotation. And if you think it, if the solution is to call up Jake Bennett, maybe that's the solution. But I don't know. It's Bello still. If you just use the opener, his ERA is not that far away from Chapman. So it's you don't want to just throw that piece away. When if you could just, it's a lot. I guess what I'm saying is, if you could just figure out the first inning, Bello from 2 to 7, 2 to 8 is going to perform extremely well. So you're just going to solve for that one inning. If you could solve for that one inning, that every fifth day becomes an advantage for you, not a disadvantage. And that's not what we've seen the last 6 games.
The thing is, it's just that's not the job. The job isn't to be good 2 to 6. The job isn't to be good 2 to 8. The job's to start the game, and
that's the situation.
Chad Tracy, I think said more than he said when he said, "Wow, follow that sentence." Yeah. Said more than he said when he said, "The thing we need right now is for Brayan Bello to pitch the way Brayan Bello is expected to pitch." It's not exactly what he said, but it's more or less what he said. That's what they need. That would solve all their problems if Brayan Bello could just figure it the fuck out.
But that's to me, that's being we could trade for an impact bat, or Meyer could just hit 20 home runs in the second half. It's okay, but that's not real life. So let's stop
nobody's asking him to hit 20 home runs in the second half. Nobody's asking Brayan Bello to have a 0 ERA the rest of the year. It's just can you be a serviceable average, not the worst pitcher in Major League Baseball? I think he's qualified now. After today, I think he's the worst pitcher in baseball by over half a run in terms of ERA.
But again, you're asking him to get through the first inning clean, and he can't.
But that shouldn't be a big ask.
But he can't. He just can't. So let's find someone who can do it. But
I think their general disposition is hey man, you're kind of a bitch all the time. Yeah. And this is something that we've been cool about it. We've been accommodating about it, and you're still fucking hung up on it. So figure it out. And I understand we're right back to where we started, where I was just figure it the fuck out. But I think the Sox are kind of exasperated, and they're figure it the fuck out. And Will Fleming, to go back to him, he's going to get mentioned a few times on this show. Ask me which broadcast I listened to this series. When he talks about Brayan Bello, he talks about Worcester regularly. He's like, he needs to get right. The major leagues are not where you get right. It's where you win games. And right now he's losing games, and the Red Sox are trying to get him right in Boston, which is the wrong approach. If he has to figure something out, there's a place for that. It's called Worcester, Mass.
I'll say this. If you are going to keep him at the big league level, I do genuinely believe the easiest solution is to trade for someone like Bernardino, who would cost you nothing. A guy that, a AAA lifer, someone, someone less than like a Nate Eden. Like, it wouldn't be anyone that would hurt the team, the future or the present. And you would get a solution to that, and he'd be better than Kalum. So it's like, to me, I would do that move anyway, which is why I think it works. But if you just want to be done with it, and you don't want to solve this stupid math problem that shouldn't exist, Jake Bennett, he has 9 starts in Worcester. He has a 1.6 ERA. He's got 41 strikeouts and 39 in the third, and he has a 1.02 whip. If that guy hasn't deserved a shot to take Bello's spot, I don't really know what else he could do, So it's like that. If that's the path, I'm okay with it. But I think you got to do one of those two things. You either got to call up Jake Bennett for Bello, which is the easiest solution you can make, and he's still probably going to be pretty solid. He had a 4.35 ERA in 2 starts. That's really not much of a sample size. I don't think he's going to have a 1.6 in the big leagues, that's for sure. But he might be able to get through the first. Or you get complicated. But I'm fine with either one. Because I think Bernardino coming back here makes the team better regardless. But it's got to be one of those two things.
Just to have the updated numbers here. Bello's starter numbers. He has a 10.35 ERA.
Yeah.
Versus in bulk a 0.71.
Yeah.
So that is 41 earned runs versus 2. With 10 innings difference. So that's stunning. The 41 versus 2. Granted, that's 10 more innings as a starter than in relief, but still, that 41 versus 2 is that tells the whole picture.
Yeah,
I think we're all rooting for the Jake Bennett move. I'm rooting for Brayan Bello to go to Worcester. I think old-fashioned baseball, old man take coming in.
Yeah,
he could use some humbling. I think he could. The way he acts and he used to do it with Cora. He's done it with Chad already, shaking his head after he's given up 58 runs, and he's like, "No fucking way, you're taking me out. Fuck you. Nobody else acts like that. You're not Garrett Crochet. You're Brayan Bello." And then doing it to Narvaez, waving him back, and Narvaez good on him for being like, "No, fuck you, dude. I'm coming out there. No, you just gave up a walk. You look like shit. You're getting knocked around. I'm coming out to calm you down. Don't wave me off. You got it figured out because you've shown all year you don't have it figured out, Brian." Chad Tracy, after today's game, was asked if this is a mental thing for Brayan Bello, and he said, quote, "I don't know."
Good.
And then with a follow-up question asking if going to the minors could help Brayan Bello, he said, quote, "I don't know." End quote.
Yeah, what I like about this current team right here and this current leadership is that they know what's going on. They're decisive. They're not afraid to throw an opinion out there.
Yeah. Hey, the Red Sox used to be indecisive. Now I'm not too sure.
My thing is, Joseph.
Come on,
bro. Come on. It's a little, just in case everyone's getting heated, everyone's upset about Bello. Have a little comic relief. Come to the ITMPod.
And I brought everyone back down to earth. Yeah. Everyone else was freaking out. I'm glad I could be the source of reason.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That'll be fun. I think the thing about what you said about humbling him is like, I think Cora's a pretty good coach, and he's gotten to the big league level. And if Cora can't humble him, if Cora can't get him to stop shaking his head, I just don't think it's possible. I think he's just too much of a hothead out there. I think he's the guy that, there were certain guys in Little League that, would throw their glove when bad things happen, and he was clearly that kid, but he was just so good that it was rare. And he got away with everything because he was the most talented player on the field up until probably AAA. He was certainly, I don't even know if he played much in AAA. He ascended so fast. He did a little bit, but even when he was in the minors, he was unbelievable, striking out 10 guys a game. So yeah, when he got to a level that was equal with him, he has not handled it well, and he's old enough now that he's not going to ever handle it well. So I don't think a couple starts in AAA are going to fix his mindset. I think it's just a matter of can he become a better pitcher? I don't know what there is to tweak, really. I think he just needs to get out of his own head. So, but to your point, I guess just starting the first inning is the challenge. So, if you just start him in Worcester and he gets in, a clean inning in Worcester, then maybe he can come back up. I don't know, but
maybe,
yeah, Jake Bennett probably the best option.
I'm trying to find a quote. Sorry, I don't think I'm going to be able to find the exact thing, but maybe we'll just play the audio in a moment here when we're ready to move on. But in summation here about Bello, just to zoom out, 10,000 foot view, 30,000 foot view. What's the phrase? Whatever.
Pick your poison. It's pretty high.
Cruising altitude.
Oh, okay.
We watch sports to watch professional competition, to watch competitors compete. And these Bello games take that away, and it no longer becomes watching a competition. It just becomes like routinely watching something that you're not enjoying. It's like every fifth day watching something that you're like, this is not, I signed up to watch something that isn't this, because this is over 8 minutes in, but there's another 2 hours and 40 minutes.
That's the worst part about it, is if his problem was that like he can't get through the order the third time, like we'd be like, here we go. It'd still be the same problems, but the game wouldn't be over for the fan in 8 minutes. Yeah, Tanner Houck, same thing. But at least we had like an hour and a half of competition before the game was taken away from us. This is a day game. On a weekday, you got to go out of your way to make time for this game. And if you went to the bathroom, it was 8-0, 6-0.
I biked to the gym because I was like, I'll watch the game on the treadmill there, but I'll bike there. I'm not bragging.
Yeah.
And I'll bike there. When I got there, it was 6-0.
Yeah.
So
how far was it?
For the bike ride?
Yeah.
2 miles?
Wow. So 4 miles round trip, and you did cardio at the gym? I know, big deal.
Yeah, no. It's not a big deal. I haven't eaten today either. I'm trying to get down to 100 pounds.
That's not okay. We got to talk about that post show.
That's how. Shout out old co-host, dude. Steve used to talk about like getting down to sub 200 before opening day every year, and he still does it. But he'll be like, "Dude, I'm doing sub 200. I'm not eating today." And it's like that. I don't think that even fucking helps, dude. I think it makes you feel terrible, and I think it makes your body like not.
It'll just lower your metabolic rate. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, it makes your body freak out, and then tomorrow when you have chicken fingers for breakfast, it's gonna fucking store all that as fat to be like, woof. We got in case we don't eat again for a whole day. We have to say, whatever. Right. It doesn't matter. I'm not a doctor, but I kind of am. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa said something wicked sick.
Easy for you to say.
Did I say it wrong?
No.
Okay.
It's just, I don't know, the way you said it that time, instead of saying IKF, was just like, whoa. I don't know.
You didn't like it? Made you a little uncomfortable? I'll say it again. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Yeah. I don't even know what the fuck he was asked, man. I think he was asked about the home and road splits. Like, why do you think they're so different? Because the Red Sox now, after this series, are 10-21 at home, which, you guessed it, is the worst in baseball. Everybody has won 13 games at home, unless your home is Fenway Park. And they asked why, and he said something weird.
It just ruined everyone for 24 hours. Breslow had to deal with it in a very weird interview, which, by the way, well, we got to tell this in order. But like
he said on the road, I feel like we're a very close-knit team. We come home and there's just a lot of people. It's different, a different vibe. We got to figure out a way to make it how it is on the road.
Yeah.
At home, we see a lot of people that we don't know that are around this area, pointing to the clubhouse. And then when we're on the road, it's just a close-knit group. And we're a close team. And we got to find a way to make it more like on the road.
Apparently, there's many Red Sox players in the past that have complained about how many like fans are on the field because they light up the dugout, the dirt, and they let so many people around the field, and there's more home media, and apparently multiple players have complained about that. But I'm shocked that would actually impact in-game performance once the first pitch is thrown.
I guess it get like your day-to-day routine being
watched
not as good. Yeah, just kind of being whatever. But like that's in my mind, like that's what a big market is, right? Like that's what it means. Like
it was weird.
You
to come
go
from him.
It's he's also like been a Yankee.
He's been a Yankee. The Blue Jays aren't a small market. Like for me, I don't know. But anyway, that led to a frenzy because most people were thinking, oh, these guys are coming home and the guys like Roman Anthony are partying and whatever. And they're throwing that out there. That had nothing to do with it. Somehow,
that's exactly what people thought, by the way. That's what everybody heard. Marcelo and Roman go to the club.
Yep. And in the offseason, that might not be inaccurate, but in season, they don't do that often. And then Greg Hill, genius, said he heard a source for the first time ever about analytics, and then they grilled Breslow on it. And it had nothing to do with analytics because he was convinced, because he heard that there are people running around in lab coats being talking about, as if they have all these analytics at home that they wouldn't bring away. Like if that's how Breslow wanted it, they have all these scientists in the clubhouse at home and they say, hey, it's, remember, I think he said 2-2 on wind to the right. Like this is what pitch you should swing at. If that was the way Breslow wanted to do it, do you think he would do it for 81 games and then bring less of a staff to the away games and just let those roll? Like
those don't matter as much.
Every question he asked was just like, oh my God, he's getting dumber. Like and it was the first time I've ever like Breslow was like giving it back, and I was like, yeah, I was rooting for Breslow. I was like, smoke this guy. Yeah, I was like, this guy's a moron. That was really, really dumb. Maybe he shouldn't come into the reporting world. It doesn't even make sense what he was saying. Go ahead.
That show, I listened to the Greg Hill show probably more than any other sports talk radio. Yeah, well, that too. I think their viewers are like 8. It's really never mind. It doesn't matter. But I listen to them more than any other sports radio show that I listen to. And I'm not sure why. I've mentioned on here before that I almost took a job there with that show. But man, I mean, there are times I wish I did just because they need a Red Sox person in the room. Because Greg Hill will do that, and then Wiggy. I remember Wiggy a couple years ago. I did a spot on the show, and Wiggy was like, I'm hearing from my sources, the Red Sox are going to get Shohei Ohtani this winter.
I remember that.
And I'm like, that's how it works too. You hear about it a few months in advance, and then they do it. So that's how it works. So that's
Dude,
like the quality of stuff that you're going to get from that show on the Red Sox.
To your point, first of all, I know what they thought they were going to do, and they did it so poorly that the comments were supportive of Breslow. Like everyone was like, or the vast majority was like, I'm glad he like pushed back to those idiots. Some of them were like, and rightfully like, this is how every Breslow interview should be. Like he should be getting pressed the whole time. But the guy was clearly, Gregor was just trying to get like a clip, a reaction. Like he was trying to like win this like argument because he did that, and then he was like, also I heard Bregman had his own personal hitting coach that he brought with him to the games. Is that true? And then he was just like, yep. And then there was nothing else. It was just like he just wanted to like have these like gotcha moments against Breslow. And then while this is happening, to your point, Wiggy was just like, hey, if you ever thought about Manny Ramirez as a hitting coach, I bet he'd be pretty good.
Huh? Yeah.
And they didn't even. By the way, Breslow didn't acknowledge it. Hill didn't acknowledge it. They just like kept talking, but in the middle, he was just like, I saw a video of him coaching his kid, and looked like maybe that's an option. And then they were like, "Yep." They did no acknowledgement, just okay.
Right. That's nice.
They didn't even do that. Like, to be honest, they genuinely just I'm not even kidding. They just pretended they didn't hear it.
Famously, one of the most employable individuals in the world, Manny Ramirez. Famously, model employee Manny Ramirez. They can't get Manny to show up for like his own Red Sox Hall of Fame induction. You think that he's going to show up to work in Boston?
It's also
he also has a hitting coach. Manny's 60 years old, and he has a hitting coach because he just wants to be better still. Like he's not. I don't know.
That's one of those takes where people, when Mac Jones was drafted, were like, do you think you could get Tom Brady as like do you think we could bring him back as like a quarterback coach? It's like, no, I don't think so. I don't think we could. He knows how to throw.
It's almost like, Scott, like if media was like being an analyst, if media was like being a player and like analysts got traded, and like it's like if you and I just got traded to be a Reds podcast.
Yeah.
Our first take would be like, you know who would help here is Joey Votto. Have they thought about bringing him as a coach? It'd be like, oh shit, I'm panicking and I just got here and I don't know how to do this yet. So like, here's something to just get conversation rolling. That's insane. Yeah. That don't here's from apparently the Greg Hill Show's #1 fan and almost producer. Don't go to them for your Red Sox take. Go to them to hear about the Patriots, and if it's going to be Will Campbell or that other guy, Tungatoa, and then and I, what's his name?
Low move.
Who's Teletunga?
Nobody. Tua?
No, Teletunga. He's a wrestler. He's a wrestler. Okay,
well, he could probably be a pretty good guard, to be fair. I don't know about tackle. I don't know if he has.
He is 6'8", 265 pounds.
That's so weird. All right, I don't know what he could do. That's no build. No one's ever been built like that in the NFL.
He's a D end. He's an edge rusher.
Yeah, you're right. No, I'm thinking O-line. I was like, that's not a guard. That's not a tackle. Yeah, I guess that you're right. That's a classic edge rusher.
Yeah, he's built like Myles Garrett. Anyway, Teletunga is not the guy you want to mess with, and that's the thing of it. And Brayan Bello sucks. We're saying.
He stinks. And did you hear the news about Caleb Durbin? He has to go to Waltham every day to get coached.
Yeah, no, we talked about this already. I don't know why
we talked about it last show. I didn't realize he was doing it before every game.
Is he? Wait, he is?
Yeah, that was the thing that came out. That came out like I think in mid-game or right before. He's going to Waltham to train at that facility every single like homestand before the game. Like he's going at like for a 7:00 game. He's going to Waltham at like 3 or whatever time. Probably like 10 a.m. Who knows? But like day of, he's driving to Waltham and then Fenway.
Brother. I mean, maybe he lives over in Waltham and he's like just swinging by on his way in.
That begs the question, though. Can they not just get that guy over to Fenway? Would that not make the life easier? Like, could he not just he just needs a batting cage? I'd assume they have them. Not as many as modern parks, but they have them.
I mean, that would require Caleb Durbin to like pay the guy to come over.
I mean, I'm sure you could. The Red Sox should pay the guy at this point.
I think if I'm the guy, my rates just went up.
Oh, I mean, in general, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, like this guy, like, you know, is worried that in general too, but I mean, specifically my Caleb Durbin rate just went up. I apparently have the secret sauce to save your career. Yeah, it's going to be double whatever I said.
He's got to ride Durbin's coattails though, because if Durbin turns it around, they can use this marketing push for literally forever. You think a Little League dad isn't going to go right to him after that? You know how many Little League dads would have like checked out that video and been like, "Oh, well, that's interesting. Like maybe we got to go to this guy." Did you hear the story? Yeah, that's going to work out well for him.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I'd be lying if I said I didn't look into it already. Do you guys take 6-year-olds? As payment, it sounds like, you guys take credit cards or 6-year-olds?
Just Zelle? Okay. I'll keep them.
Just Zelle. You can't trust that.
Whoa. Jacob Bennett's first name is William? What is up with that? Will Bennett? Dude. Billy Bennett? Oh, Billy Bennett.
Whoa. Who's Will Bennett? Is that the guy from Titanic?
I never saw it.
Character's name?
I never saw Titanic.
Will Bennett is a stunt performer.
I don't think that's who you were thinking of. I'd be shocked.
Fight choreographer. Oh, he worked on The Bear, and he worked on Chicago Fire, doing stunts. That's who I was thinking of, definitely.
Yep. All right, anything else?
Do I know somebody named Will Bennett?
Personally, I couldn't possibly answer that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Oh, dude, you know what it actually probably is? It's the guy from One Tree Hill. Nope, no way. There's no way. I don't know who Will Bennett is. We'll figure it out.
Well, he's your new number 5 pitcher, hopefully.
And the former United States Secretary of Education.
That's probably who you're thinking of.
Yeah. We'll see if he comes back. I don't know if he comes back. What did I mean by that? If he comes up.
No, comes back is right. He pitched for us.
Yeah, he comes back.
Should we just...
Oh, my God. Man. This just was posted 8 minutes ago. The last Brayan Bello note that we didn't get to, I'm going to send it to you word for word. Okay, I'm just copying and pasting this word for word to you. Do you mind? Do
you want me to read this
for me? Yeah.
So fun fact about Joey is he will sometimes script, when you think he's riffing, he has it scripted word for word. Let's see what this is. But this case was a lot shorter. You said, this is about Bello?
Yep.
Strikes me as the exact guy who would throw a fit going to the pen.
Brayan Bello, post-game, said, quote, "First of all, just stop talking about the bullpen in starting games. I've always been a starter, and when I've been successful as a starter, no one questions whether I have to be in the bullpen or starting games. So starting from there, just stop that talk. I'm just having a bad season." End quote.
Oh, Nick Pivetta flashback, huh?
There it is. And it sounds like he's saying, like, this has nothing to do with starting or relief. And it's like, when the sample size is 60 innings, and it's clearly, a 10 whatever ERA and a 0 point whatever ERA, it's pretty clear. And all those runs coming in the first inning, your first inning ERA being like 12.
Also, the argument is great, by the way. No one ever questioned whether I was a starter or reliever when I was good. Now that I'm on the hot seat, people all of a sudden are questioning things when I stop performing.
Dude, that's how like people are like on Twitter. There's a lot of times where like, I'll praise a guy and it's like, yeah, you were shitting on him last week. It's like, well, because he fucking sucked last week,
Yeah.
So I was, I wasn't happy when he was doing bad, and now I am happy when he's doing good.
Like Caleb Durbin, people are talking about moving him out of the lineup when he wasn't hitting.
Yeah.
Because that's what you're supposed to hit. Now that he's hitting, you don't have to have that argument because he's hitting.
Yep.
It's weird that you got to explain that to Brayan Bello specifically.
It's so weird that Brayan Bello is like stomping his feet and kind of being a toddler about this.
Joey, I feel like you're doing a little bit of that sarcasm.
About Brayan Bello?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't do that.
Remember when you went on Netflix and said, I hope his family doesn't make it to the States?
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
That's how they set it up. That's how they framed it.
They did frame it like that. Remember when you went on Netflix? Yeah, I went on Netflix. I showed up at the Netflix studio and I got on the mic and I said, I hope Brayan Bello doesn't make it.
To put that right before I'm talking about the visa issues and not even reach out. I mean,
not even reach out. We had a good conversations with the filmmakers too. I thought we were going to be like in it a couple of times and like in, somewhat positive light. And that year I remember being like, oh, like I got to come with the high energy because Netflix is watching because they basically told us like, yeah, we're going to include you. And I was like, oh yeah, I got to come with the energy every week because you never know when Netflix is watching. And they use that. It's awesome.
I think they stopped watching pretty early on from what we all know about that situation.
Yeah, it seems like they stopped doing anything.
They quite literally stopped showing up.
Yeah. They pulled the old Kenley Jansen.
Come on.
Do you ever just remember that he really did that?
He just left, yeah.
Kenley, and it hasn't sullied his entire reputation as it should have.
Looking back on it, them just being like, yeah, like it's a lost season, so like whatever. Like, why didn't they just put him on the Phantom IL like that? I guess that would have messed up his free agency, but I would have thought that what he did would have as well. I don't know. That was very funny to just be like, look, there's like 7 games left. We're not competing. Can you just find someone else?
Do you know what Kenley's up to right
now? He's on the Tigers.
He's on the Tigers. He's on the IL. He's pitched 15 innings this year.
I bet he was good though in those 15 innings.
480.
That wasn't sarcasm. I genuinely expected him to be. He's usually been, I don't know.
Yeah, it would be his worst ERA of any. I mean, obviously, really small sample size, but it would be his worst ERA.
Because he was good last year.
He's also, he was. He's also 38 now. So
yeah, but I'm just saying he's been good post Red Sox career. That was never the problem.
Yeah, he'll be 39 the end of this season, so he's approaching 39. So yeah, I mean, this is probably the end of Kenley, and it sucks that he's definitely been ring chasing. He's actually been Dodgers chasing, and they've been doing anything but Kenley chasing.
They've been Dodgers ghosting, haven't they?
Yeah, they have been.
You're forgetting. Do you remember? Not only did he stop showing up, but he started showing up at Dodgers games and rooting for them.
He started showing up as a Dodgers fan. Yeah.
Wow.
It's unbelievable what happened, man. It's unbelievable. Yeah. And I want to be like, you know what? Fuck it, man. Maybe Kenley was right because the Red Sox did fuck him because I'm so anti front office. It's I want to do that. No, but you know what?
Yeah, they did.
Fuck them.
They told him he was going to be good.
They did. But I still can't get to a place where I'm like, yeah, man, you were justified in your actions. It's I don't know, that's crazy.
The thing is, it was bad no matter how you slice it. Him showing up in a Dodgers hat at the games and stuff like that, and then them not taking him, that's as embarrassing as it gets.
Bad. It's all bad. It's this one time, this is empty and brain thoughts. We're getting to the end. Actually, I guess we got to do a pitching preview too. It's a soft pitching preview. They lost the series, but there was one time in college, a dude had made a move on my damn girlfriend, brother, and I wasn't too stoked about it. And then he made a move on my friend's girlfriend too. This is all in one night while we're all hanging out like together. And so I had said to a couple other people, I'm like, I'm going to go fucking say something to him, right? And people were like, yeah, like the fellas were like, yeah, absolutely, yeah. So I went to this guy and I said some shit and they were like, yeah. And I said some more shit and they were like, yeah. And I kind of got in this guy's face and my friends were like, yeah. And then I shoved him a little harder than I meant to and he broke through a wall. And immediately everybody was like, oh, whoa, hey, oh, whoa. Joey, we were on your side there. We were on your side for like a lot of this. You lost us. It's kind of, that's how I felt about Kenley. Is like Kenley was like, yeah, they said I was brought here because I was told that we were going to win. We were like, fuck yeah, Kenley. And he's like, and honestly, I mean, at this point, I'm kind of just going for personal records. He was like, fuck yeah, you are, Kenley. You know what? Get yours, man. He's like, and I'm done. I quit. I'm a Dodgers fan. I was like, whoa. I don't know, man. I don't know if we were all on your side a second ago.
In fact, I'm not even going to finish the season. Okay. Well,
I don't know. I don't think we said that, right?
He didn't tell us he was going to say that when he started going off.
I thought it was more like this team shake our fist kind of thing. Anyway. Okay, folks, it is three games against the New York Stinkers. Game 1 is going to be Sonny Gray versus Ryan Weathers. That's kind of funny because Sonny Gray used to pitch for the Yankees.
Oh. And now he's here.
Hey, Ryan Weathers. I'll tell you, this is me from freestyling the pitch and pre. This is where I would go. Hey, Ryan Weathers. I'll tell you what the weather is sunny and gray or something like that. There's something there like weather, sunny. Weather versus there. Sunny is kind of funny.
Workshop that for the actual pitch and preview, and then when we film the actual pitch and preview, you'll have it.
We'll film it later, yeah. And then we got Ranger Suarez versus Will Warren. Sure. That's Saturday night. That's on Fox. That's fun. A national game. That's honestly probably the Red Sox best chance to win a game this series is that one. So that maybe on national TV will look competent. That would be fun. That is where the bar is. And then the third game, game 3, is going to be Connolly Early versus Cam Schlittler. Pray for every single one of us. I don't want to watch it. Can we?
That's an ALDS matchup. Rematch.
Early Schlittler, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
What were you saying? Do we want to what?
Not watch that one? Do you want to not watch the game 3? Do you want to do a 161 this year?
Sunday? Yeah, I could be busy Sunday.
Nice. Let's be busy. Let's be real busy with it. Damn, man. Yeah, I say the Sox win one, and I think it's the national game. And I think we come in here talking about a split because game 3 just doesn't count.
Yeah, I'll take a 2-game split there.
Yeah?
I kind of like the first game better, though. I don't know. I don't love any of them, I'll say that.
No.
But the bigger ERA discrepancy is definitely game 1. Will Warren's pretty good. Another one of those, by the way, 7:05, 7:35, and then 1:35 series. Just a classic.
Classic time. $7:05, $7:35, $1:35. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what you said. All right. Well, we'll be back after this thrilling 2 game.
But for scheduling purposes, 2 game and then there's an exhibition.
They're going to play 3 times. They're going to play 27 innings.
But it'll be a 2-game series.
Yeah. For Scott Neville, I'm Joey Copponi. Follow us on the socials at ITM_pod. You know me. Anyway, 46. Just like how many fucking whatevers. For Scott Neville, I'm Joey Copponi. Let's go Red Sox. Let's go Red Sox. Let's go.